Alright, I just realized I did not have an audio source as I'm doing this. Oh boy. I need to get to bed early tonight. I slept like crap last night. I really did. So this is where you load the startup commands, but it's got to point to somewhere that it can load the script. And I really don't know who writes those scripts, but man, I'm telling you, my head spins when I see that shit. Make sure you change your WBRT WMON location depending on where you place it. I place mine on my SD card. See. I would like to be able to store this script, which is yeah, here we go. There's the script. So I want to store this script on the router. Buffering quite a lot. Stream looks okay on this end. There's my outbound. Oh yeah, that's right. I did make a comment, and you probably didn't hear it. Once you get used to the usual routine maintenance commands of the Linux operating system, I really don't think you'll look back. Installing packages is so easy. One package that you want to install that's available in Linux Mint, it's called Synaptic, Synaptic, and when you install it, you end up with something called the Synaptic Package Manager. And you are presented with a list of every single package that's available for the Linux operating system, including all of the dependency files and all that good stuff. And if you want to find something, say I wanted to install GQRX, I could just do a search in the quick search window, GQRX, QRX, there we go. And of course it's rebuilding the search index right now, so it won't find it, so I'll do a search. GQRX. And there's the package. Software defined radio receiver. So if I want to install it, I just click mark for installation. Here's all the dependencies that it needs to install. Click mark. Click apply. And if you want to see everything that's going to be installed, there's your list. And when you click apply, it downloads and installs, and you're done. Bada bing, bada boom. You can look up your applications by sections. We have amateur radio, communications, cross-platform databases, development, editors, electronics, fonts, games, kernels, libraries, meta packages, miscellaneous, multimedia, Perl science, utilities, video software, web servers, World Wide Web, XFCE, yada yada yada. I always leave it on status. I like to see all. I like to see what's installed. I like to see what's auto removable. And right now in the auto removable category, I have some old Linux images that have become stale. So let me unmark all my packages that I had to install. And these are my auto removables. So I'm just going to go highlight my auto removable files, and then right click and say mark for complete removal. Click apply. Tells me I'm going to clean up almost 600 megabytes of extra space. And away it goes. If you go to my forum, I've got a section on there on my forum called Replacement for Windows, and it's all about Linux, and it has a complete list of what I consider to be my must-have Linux packages and packages that I have no use for. or packages that I have had problems with that I will always uninstall after I do a fresh install of Linux. And I actually use it as a reference for my own use, because every time I do a fresh install I go back to my own list or my own notes that I keep online. That way I know that they're always fresh and always up to date. Anyhow, I don't think I'm going to tackle this tonight because I'm pretty tired. Network looks pretty quiet right now. It's just me streaming out for the most part. Yeah, there was a gap in there where you probably had no audio. Alright, so anyway, the reason I came down here was I sent out a tweet earlier showing off my latest and greatest technology. It looks like a tube chassis, but it's the latest and greatest in technology, a 10 transistor stereo amplifier with separate bass and treble. Woohoo! It is about to meet its demise, because all of these half-watt carbon resistors are gold. These half-watt and 1-watt carbons are like gold to me. I like gold. They called me gold member. But this whole chassis is built like a tube amplifier. It's pretty funny. It really is. This was the next step in the advancement of transistorized technology. Sure, I'll take some of those. I like the half-watt carbon composition resistors. Half-watt and 1-watt carbon composition. So far so good with the stream. Seems to be holding up right now. I'm going to be sad if Steve has changed his residence, if you will. I've had quite a number of friends change their residence. Fairly recently, starting with Raptor. No, I'm sorry, not starting with Raptor. Starting with Kane. I don't think, Ortoria, I don't think you were around for the Kane era. Kane was one of my nerd herd prior to Russ having his chat room become so popular. Shubis will remember him. Tippy will remember him. And very good guy. Died of COPD. Advanced stage COPD, among other things. But that's what did him in. And then I lost Raptor, Art Muse. He was a friend of mine through the Energy Builders Network and the forum that was we were a member of. He rode with me on a couple of occasions to some of the energy conferences that we attended. I forget the APEC energy conference that Larry Jarbo hosted, and the HHO games, I think it was, in Florida. He rode down with me on those, on that one as well. Good friend, died in a snowmobile accident. I have a pretty good feeling that he was being pretty stupid on his snowmobile. Because, you know, that was my boy Artie. Couldn't hold him down. And if Steve has decided to change his place of residence, that will make me sad. That will make me sad. Although, you know, I do recognize it for what it is. It is a change of residence. That's why I typically do not mourn all that greatly, because I absolutely know that what we see is not all there is. And that is not that is a perception that is not born of any religious belief. It is a perception born of logic. I had something. My sister took her own life. You might want to read my story. It was published. Really? Okay. Yeah, sometime if I get the time. But you know how time is. Hey, Root. I'm in the process of destroying some old technology. Actually, no. This is the latest and greatest technology. I'm scavenging here. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Oh, really? What kind of problem are you having? See the YouTube chat window. Really? Oh, hold on a second. Maybe. Oh, ruh-roh. Yeah. Huh. Oh, ruh-roh. Yeah. Alright, let me check the server here. Hold on. What happened? Thank you for bringing that up. But like I said, YouTube chat is unmonitored. If you ever need to get me a message in the middle of a broadcast, send it to zerofossilfuel@gmail.com. I do get them on my phone right away. Yeah, there's a bunch of updates that need to install. Give me a few minutes here. I looked at Forever Root. That was your suggestion. I looked at it based on your suggestion, and I saw how finicky and how tricky it is to install, and then I didn't look at it anymore. Sorry. It seemed pretty involved to make it work properly. I mean, maybe I was overanalyzing it, but I did look at that Forever thing, and I think it would have taken me forever to get it running. So to my audience who is clamoring to get into the chat room, I do apologize. I did not know the chat script was down. I should probably make it a habit of checking that before I go live each time. I will try to remember from now on. Don't expect too much. Let's see, where are we? Yeah. The whole LibreOffice suite is updating right now. That's the other thing about Linux. Once you get used to it, Autoria, when it sends you updates, you have to reboot after updates maybe 10% of the time. The other 90% of the time requires no reboot at all. Usually it's only if you're updating the kernel for some reason. That's about the only time it requires you to reboot the computer. All other operating system updates apply on the fly. way less than 10%. Yeah, I'm being kind. I'm being very conservative. Maybe 5% of the time. But you have to admit, Ruth, there have been quite a few kernel updates recently, especially in light of Vault 7. Wink, wink. Yeah, I have a feeling that there were certain vulnerabilities exposed that were immediately taken care of. Well, there is always the possibility, but I can tell you one thing. Linux and the open source community do a much better job at minding the store than MacroSuck ever will. There is a vetting process that is I won't call it bulletproof, but I will call it far more robust than any commercially available software. I'll place my faith in the open source community far sooner than I will in the closed source. I thank you very much. Oh, come on, really? Are you still updating? Wow. Alright, so it's taken a while for this latest batch to update on my computer. It'll be a little bit before I get the chat services back up. And I think somebody just sent me an email. Let's see here, Russ, chat, there you go. This would be Adirondacks. I was about to tell you chat was not working in Ubuntu Norwin 7, and you announced it was indeed broken, so I see, yeah, I hear ya, I see ya, I hear ya, but I can't talk to you. Alright, I'm working on it, dude, I'm working on it, sorry. But you see that? I told you guys to get my email. There you go. Perfect example. I'm working on it, he says, takes a sip of vodka. That's right. If I'm counting correctly, I think that's number 4. But of course, as that number increases, counting becomes more difficult. post-installation trigger. Alright, so the chat server computer is almost finished updating. I'll be restarting it momentarily. I do at least have the lounge chat room script in the. I created a startup script. Or I created I made it as a set it up as a shell, and I put it in the startup of the computer. So when the computer restarts, it should automatically reload the lounge. It's the next best thing to using that forever crap that Root keeps pestering me about. Tell you what, Root, if you want to come over here and configure that forever on my computer for me, I'll even let you VNC into my computer. How's that? Right? You can set it up for me. Nah, that's okay. Yeah? Alright, fine. See, I'll talk. I'll talk. You should do as I do. Or do as I say, but not as I do. Like a frickin' Roman Catholic priest. Really? You hate it? What did Node.js ever do to you? It's a nightmare. Please elaborate. What, is it a security nightmare? Or is it just an administrative nightmare? Maybe a drink stand. Actually, I'm throwing the chassis away. Alright, let's try this again. Come on, baby. Alright, try this again. Alright, the chat room is back up. Single-threaded event loop, very difficult to scale, prone to runtime errors. It's in JavaScript. I could go on and on. All right, well, speaking as an end user who does not do his own coding, my options are limited, so I have to use what's available. There he is. Sorry about that, dude. You should have dropped me a note or something. So yeah, the chat room is open. The monitored chat room is open. There are several reasons I do not monitor the YouTube chat room. Not the least of which is I really hate YouTube, and I wish I did not have to rely on their video streaming service. But right now it seems to be the best game in town as far as video is concerned. And as soon as something better comes along, guess what, guys? YouTube is history. So please, develop something better than YouTube, and I will use it. Figured it was on your end. Yeah, it usually is, actually, but not today. I don't know why it stopped, though. It should that process should not have tanked. I really had no indication that that process had stopped. So Root's comment about that forever service, monitoring other services that you want to keep running. The idea is not without merit. I just lack the capability to implement it. That is a weird volume control. So Adirondacks, I'm getting really pissed off at my neighbor. Twitch TV. You know what? Twitch TV used to be Justin. And when it was Justin, it was pretty good. And then they decided to focus exclusively on video gaming. Yeah, I want to read to you my last email to my neighbor. I'm really starting to tighten the screws here. I'm trying to be as polite as I can, but I am ramping it up slowly. Yeah, so let's see. So on April 21st, he writes, "Thanks so much for your offer, but I have my electrician coming this weekend to take a look." He wrote this on April 21st. Yeah, so that was more than 2 weekends ago. So on April 25th, which was last Thursday, I wrote, "Hi John, the interference persists. Did your electrician friend at least identify the source? The Eversource engineer I worked with also wrote me to ask last Thursday. He's curious too, given all the work they did replacing 2 poles, transformers, and high voltage insulators up and down the street to rule out their equipment." He did not reply to that. So May 1st, I sent him a follow-up email. "John, 2 weekends have now passed since your last reply without resolution. Please may I know if the problem has been found and or what your plan is to correct it. I am competent working with electricity and my offer to look at it for you still stands. Mark." That was 2 days ago. He still has not replied to that email. And I'm getting pretty pissed off. So I'm going to allow 2 more weekends to pass, and then it's ultimatum time. That's what I think, Otoria. That is exactly what I think. But when the ultimatum comes, his wife is going to say to her husband,
"You see? I told you he was an asshole!"
Had an idea? Alright, sure. Just wait till the wife is out and head over with a 6-pack. Just wait till the wife is out and head over with a 6-pack. I bet you get it sorted out. Yeah, exactly. I think what he's probably doing is waiting for his wife to get out of the equation before he responds at all. All right, so do I have any use for these transistors or these transformers? The answer is no, I do not. Anybody want these transistors or transformers or dried up capacitors? Because they're about to head for the deep 6. Going once, going twice, gone. Sorry, too late. Couldn't respond fast enough. Not sure you can pull the main feeds to check for corrosion without power being killed at the road. Well, here's the thing, Adirondacks. The utility company already did that for me. Alright, with the help of the utility company, I have their affidavit. We have conclusively isolated that the source of the RF interference is from inside their house. There is no question. They disconnected power to their house. Now, fortunately for me, they were on vacation at the time in Florida. So the utility company corrected a problem with worn insulation on the power feed coming from the pole to their house, rubbing against a tree where the insulation had rubbed off. That was a possibility. That was ruled out. And when they pulled their power meter from the side of the house, the noise went away. They replaced the power meter with jumpers to ensure that it wasn't the power meter itself causing the interference. And it was not. As soon as they apply power to the house, the interference returns. So my 240 at the top of their CB circuit breaker box connections. Exactly. And only, P.S., only one side of the 240. So there is a 120 volt powered device in their house somewhere that is either arcing or is not Part 15 compliant, that is emitting RF interference. And I'm here to tell you right now that my next step is to get it in writing from Eversource and present that to the Federal Communications Commission. Because one of the great big initiatives that the FCC has made it a priority for them to achieve is something called the AM Revitalization Program. And let me tell you something. There is no possibility of listening to AM radio anywhere in the proximity of this house. In fact, The RF interference is so great, could be why his wife is such a bitch! It might be affecting her hormones. Not sure you should get involved over there. She may try to blame you after the fact. Lawyers can twist the truth. Lawyers can twist the truth. Yes, they can. Well, hi Shubas, bye Shubas. Anyhow, there's my pile of parts. And let's see if oh, what happened to my camera angle here? Hold on a second. The camera angle's a little low. And that's a little high. There we go. Let's see if the interference is still there. Survey says. Yeah, it's there. $15 over S9. 15 dB over S9. On 3620.
Ульяна Николаевна, Антон Иванов, радио 6, Борис Зарина. Доброе утро. Negativo, Charlie Oscar 2, Bravo Kilo. Bravo kilómetro. Encuérdate, ahí encuentra el resto de los datos. Charlie Oscar 2, Bravo Kilo. Luis Enrique, adelante. Entonces, adelante, repórtame por ahí porque estoy hablando un amplificador, a ver cómo me estás escuchando, si no me escuchas mal, dame un reporte. Ok, si lo conozco, tu señal llega a La Habana 5920 sostenido. Bueno, lo probando. 20 decibeles sostenidos. Pero ahí está. Bueno, lo probando. De una medida. Bueno, lo probando. Y a veces yo. Bueno, lo probando. Bueno, lo aquí en La Habana. Se nota. Lo probando. Quizás le hace falta. Lo probando. Quizás le hace falta un poquito más de agudo. Hola, lo probando. Pero nada más que votar. Me dice tu. Hola. Mosquito Lima. Adelante. Gracias, un placer saludarte, un abrazo. Un saludo a todos los que están una frecuencia que no escucho. Es un placer saludarlo desde México. Yo estoy pendiente por acá, les agradezco mucho la atención y la oportunidad que me dieron de saludarlo. Hola, probando. Copiado la estación que está probando, a ver si me copias ahí. And it's supposed to really get nice for the next couple of days, and that's always welcome, especially after having I don't know, 4 or 5 days of kind of downtime as far as a little bit of rain, a little bit of snow.
Yeah, you're 5 and 9 plus 38 dB, John. 5 and 9 plus 38. I'm sorry that it can't stop longer, didn't you? I was hoping
Oh,
for a
it's
nice
Dave.
podcast with you.
Oh, boy.
Just very quickly before you go, those bales are rectangular bales. How heavy are they?
They vary, but this year we had a good, they've been pretty good, I'd say that. Sitio 14 meters, man. Zona okay? Totally worth it. And the display as far as resolution is worthless. So, I don't see an advantage to that at all. North Carolina.
The Zulu Mobile, please again. I got lots of QM November. Difficult copy sometimes. Please repeat your call sign again. Over.
Whiskey 4, Lima, November, Zulu, in the Mobile, North Carolina.
Okay, Whiskey 4, Lima, November, Zebra, Mobile, North Carolina. Thank you. Big signal, you're 59, but not a question. And those then, Zulu Echo November. We're celebrating our country, Canada, 150th birthday. Back to you, how copy?
Copy 100%, you're 5'9" plus.
You are 5'9" here in North Carolina. I wish you a very happy birthday for the country of Canada. 7-3, good luck.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I got your call correct. KK4 Radio. Thanks for the good wishes. Have a wonderful evening. And all the best, my friend. Charlie Fox 3 Sugar Zulu 73 at Q1Z. Q1Z. Charlie Fox 3 Sugar Zulu. Q1Z.
November 1, Juliet Victor.
I got November 1, Juliet Victor. Charlie Fox 3 Sugar Zulu. Good evening, sir. We copy you 5x7. And those then. Zulu Echo November. Back to you, how copy?
Good evening, Zan. Name is Mark. Mike Alpha Romeo Kilo. You are 5'9" plus 10. 5'9" plus 10 in the state of Connecticut. Charlie Tango. Over.
Roger, Mike, thank you very much for 59 from Connecticut. Lots of static crashes, but I Q5 copy. Have a wonderful evening. Good luck to you, 73 and all the best. And 1 JV, Charlie Fox 3 Sugar Zulu. Calling CQ40, CQ40. Over. Florida Echo, try again, please. I copy only Florida, very difficult copy, lots of noise and very weak signal. Sorry about that, I cannot copy your call. Calling CQ, CQ40, CQ40, calling CQ, CQ40, Charlie Fox, number 3, Sugar Zulu, calling 40 and standing by.
Whiskey 4, Japan, Sierra.
W4, Japan Sugar, good evening, beautiful copy, your 59 booming here. And
Yeah, Whiskey 4, Japan, Sierra, Zambia 5,
with the
959,
Charlie Fox
Florida,
call,
QSL.
celebrating our country 150 birthday. So back to you, how copy?
Yeah, okay, then, CF3SZ from W.
Okay, Paul, we'll show you. Okay, what's your name? Okay, you said you spoke to me last year. I've been on 80 meters, so I guess it was on 40 that we spoke. Is that correct? Okay, Roger, Roger. I didn't get your name. What the name is Dave. Delta Alpha Victor Echo. Delta Alpha Victor Echo. What's your name? That's probably the problem. Oh, how are you matching that for 40? Oh, okay. Well, there you go. I'm running an 8-element Quaggy here. 8-element Quaggy looking slightly south of you, actually, on beaming. Whiskey Tango. Whiskey Tango. Good morning. Good morning, Dan. Whiskey Tango, Paul Juliet here in Florida. Whiskey Tango for Juliet. What was the last one? Yeah, Jason. We spoke last night, was it? Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, Jason. How you doing? Not too bad. Just been sitting on the side just to wait to holler out to you. Over. Well, thank you very much for joining in. You're also 5 and 9. You copy the station. I'll tell you by how many dB in a moment. You copy the station in Canada.
just barely. I have a little small road, so I have some lightning. It's a lightning crash before. It's kind of drowning them out there. You're pushing almost 15 over 9 here tonight.
Wow, thank you very much. You got some buckets or dustbins? You want to go outside and catch that lightning and keep it in the cellar, you know, like the daylight saving. If you save it, you could use it later.
Yeah, I do that. If they power me up and save my batteries. How's the long road on the test set, Otis?
Sounds okay to me. It doesn't sound like it's got much punch to it. Sounds very, very natural. You running any processing? If so, you could put a bit more on, I think.
I'm running about 2. Let me just change it up a little bit and see how we can get it.
Well, don't get tuning heading up yet. What are you running processing, yes or no?
Yeah, just 3 decibels.
3 dB, or turn it up to 5. Yeah, still sounds okay to me. Let's turn it up to 7.
There we go, how's that?
Yeah, still sounds good. Let's turn it up to 10.
Okay, so we got it up to 10.
Now that's just a slight bit too much. Turn it back down to 7.
Yeah, how's that? I have my mic gain up fairly high too. It's considering kind of hard. I'd have to turn my mic gain up as high as the test set.
Okay, yeah, just a minute. Don't touch anything, Jason. Don't touch anything. Did you say sleep, Ken? Okay, Ken, yeah, 4 by 7, I'm losing you now. You're dropping to 3 by 3 by 5 or something, so you're disappearing. But let me just check with Jason, see if he's copying you, Ken. Stand by. Give him a call, Jason.
Yeah, Dave, I can't really hear him. My lightning crashes are kind of crowding him out. I could just barely make him out.
Okay, did you get that, Ken? Roger, you are 5 and 8, then 58. So you're going from 5 and 8 down to about 3 by 4. So there's quite a bit of Queen Sugar Baker. Good night, Ken. Thanks for your patience. Look for you later or tomorrow if you can get on, Ken. Good night. Lovely contact. Back to you there, Jason. Right, well, now, where were we? Whilst speaking into the microphone, check your ALC range and your compression level at the moment. Okay. Charlie, Mexico 2, Charlie, Mike, is Charlie, Mike, 2, Mike, do you know?
Charlie, Mexico 2, Mexico, you might have Romeo 5, going up, following up from the Aguila. You report down 5 and 7, así que ya
I do not like the narrow filter, the narrow CW filter on this Kenwood. It almost adds more background noise than it filters. Is the frequency in use, please? November 1, Juliet Victor. Hello, CQ, calling CQ. This is November 1, Juliet Victor. November 1, Juliet Victor, calling CQ40 and listening. Calling CQ, hello CQ. CQ 40 meters, this is November 1, Juliet Victor, calling CQ40 and listening. Calling CQ, hello CQ 40 meters, this is Kilo. This is November 1, Juliet Victor, November 1 Juliet Victor, calling CQ40 and listening. Calling CQ40, hello CQ, CQ, CQ. This is November 1 Juliet Victor, N1JV calling CQ40 and listening. Hell. Calling CQ, hello CQ, calling CQ 80 meters. Actually, 75 meters. Calling CQ 75. This is November 1 Juliet Victor N1JV calling CQ and listening. Calling CQ, hello CQ, CQ 75. Calling CQ 75 meters, this is November 1 Juliet Victor N1JV calling CQ 75 and listening. Kilo 2, Romeo Uniform Sierra. Kilo 2, Romeo Uniform Sierra. November 1, Juliet Victor. How strong, buddy? How strong? That's what I want to know. How big is my stick?
You're also 5'9", if you wouldn't mind, decided to work you in 2017 to be at Sunday Cars for the 40th, also 5'9". USL, the officer 5'9", thank you, Bill. KM4HAW, back to them. Roger, contact number 11, Whiskey Bravo 8, Sierra Delta Alpha Apollo, Clement. Alright, let me get a try, number 22, Whiskey Alpha 3, Echo, Oscar Papa, Walter, Pilot. Passenger, 44, over, over.
Birdie has been working fine. Is that deflecting there today when I was using that foot switch?
Yeah, I'm just typing a little still here.
And I'm going to call it a night. You guys carry on without me. And I'll see everybody tomorrow. Okay, 4QU. Good to talk to everybody.
Good to catch you there, Mike. It's always a pleasure to talk to you. Thank you for it.
Good night to you, Mike, and take care. Good luck with the other changing table. W4D. Millions and billions behind her that she could probably cause trouble.
my call sign. Yes, good night, Bob. N3 Kilo, Golf Kilo Victoria, just so you see a big deal. I'll be on tomorrow night around a couple of hours earlier than this, and you by the time you was approaching 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock in the morning, which is not quite daylight here. Good night, good night, good night. Now, who's the station asking my call sign? Golf 0, Germany 0, Echo Victor Yankee. I'm in central England now. Oh, where are you going now? It's $20 to leave, man. You just can't leave like that. I figure we can't charge you $20 for speaking, but we can charge you $20 to leave. Everybody would pay to leave, but you can't go anywhere. Lovely signal. I make another transmission, friend. I'll give you a signal report. No. If you want to know the details, do not look on QRZ. QRZ threw me off there. They threw me off there. You want to look under Victor Yankee 2 Bravo Mike. Victor Yankee 2 Bravo Mike. Or Alpha 4 Mike. You can see my mobile on Bruce's computer. Victor Yankee 2 Bravo Mike. Have a look there. Scroll down. You can see my antenna, but you can see my mobile. I'm looking at my truck, my black truck gift account there. There's at least 3 people talking when you were. Okay. Was somebody else trying to call in? I got Whiskey 1, so what's your suffix? This is 1x2, Whiskey 1, Charlie Romeo, over. Okay, Roger. Well, the pleasure's all mine. You're not very loud with me. What is your output power? Just remind me of your name. Okay, Chris, are you copying any of the stations here? Okay, well, let's see who else is copying you. Rhea, you back into RJ? No, okay, Bob, November 3, Golf Kilo Victoria. I think he left. Did you go, Bob, or are you still there? He left. Fern, you copy any of these stations? Victor Echo 3, Fox Mike Yankee. Well, call somebody. Okay. Oh, I don't know what to say to you. Lovely signal, 5.9 plus 18 dB, peaking 22 now, so let me see, Bob, pick it up, Lima Alpha 8, Quebec stroke, Whiskey 4, pick it up, Bob.
Yeah, I'm still around, I'm listening to everybody leaving. Dave, you're going to have a nice pot of money to play some poker with, to you.
Well, why? I've never gambled anything, but why have I got to play poker?
No, I thought, everybody's saying something you couldn't pay for, but everybody leaving would have to pay for something. And everybody's been leaving and disappearing, so I figured there'd be something at the end of the rainbow here. You know, go ahead.
That's right. We put all the money to, we buy cigars, brandy, and cream cakes.
That would be good with me. That would be good with me. I'm looking at this QRZ page with these antennas and trucks and massive antennas. It's pretty impressive here. Looking at these pages.
Don't worry about the... Most of my equipment was either supplied or designed by Americans. You're also friendly, you know, the Americans. So there you go. I can't take any credit for it, really.
There's a nice truck. There's enough equipment inside there to supply 2 trucks. So it's pretty awesome stuff. Looking at it. That one looks like almost looks like there's construction going on at the farmhouse. So pretty interesting. It almost looks like Norway, eastern Norway, not where I'm from. I'm from the fjord country. So we don't have nice green open meadows like that where I'm from. So you better have roofs if you live in the place that I come from. So, but I'm leaving, Dave, saying 73s and good evening to everybody. And hopefully catch up with most of you all another time. Take care, Dave, and have a good evening or a good morning to you there in England.
Okay, well, because you've been so friendly, you can have a free pass tonight. No $20 tonight, Bob. Come back tomorrow. Good night. Yes, it's all very green in England. Very, very green. Dear me, I bought the crane to put the antenna on. The crane was purposely bought for the antenna. Good night.
Ed, good day.
Hey, Ed, you must have a complete list now, Ed. Whiskey 2, Papa Hotel, Gossio's big yellow boy. I didn't think we spoke 2 weeks ago. I didn't get a chance to look through the book, but your memory must be better than mine, Ed.
Well, maybe from time to time. Don't you remember I told you about the incident I had flying back from Los Angeles on an airplane at 38,000 feet?
No, I can't remember that either. What was it?
I had a heart attack.
Holy crap. Oh, yes, I remember now. And dear me, yes, I remember. That's no good. I don't think I could have one of those. The medical people examined me. They said, Dave, you haven't got a heart, and don't worry about heart attacks.
Yeah, well, I had 100% blockage, but it turned out to be a clot. I've been doing a lot of flying. I guess what they say is true. If you fly too much, you're more susceptible to a clot. Anyway, everything's fine. No permanent damage, surprisingly. I heard Chris Mobile. He was really strong. W1 Charlie Romeo Mobile. This Whiskey 2 Papa Hotel. Chris, the name is Ed, Echo Delta. Located in Palm Bay, Florida, about an hour south of the Kennedy Space Center. You're running about a 5.9 here, Matt. Yep, Whiskey 2 Papa Hotel, or welcome to Pizza Hut if you prefer. Yeah, it's good talking to you. Thanks for the signal report. Let me see who else is here. I guess Reno is out. I'm not hearing Jason, and I guess Fern left, so I don't know who else is left, Dave.
Let's see. Jason, you still there?
Roger.
Are you copying Ed?
Was that a mobile station? Over?
No, Chris is the mobile, the Whiskey 1, but Ed is a Whiskey 2. We've also got Bob's,
I think Bob's left LA8, Quebec, but we may have friends still on there. He was going to start as well, so there's two of us leaving. I was just confusing matters. So pick up whoever you want to.
November 1, Juliet Victor.
The mobile station shot out one time today, and see if I can't pick them up. I have the storm pretty close by, so lightning crash. That probably shouldn't be on my radio, but you know. Hey, Chris, give Jason a call, Chris. What's that, Whiskey 1 Tango Romeo, over? One more time, over.
All right, that's it. I'm done for the night. I gotta hit the sack. Oh man. I need to get up early in the morning, drive to Bridgeport. I'm not looking forward to that. Crap.